Namaste. Hi Zen zebras, hi bella butterflies, merry mermaids and merry mermen, unique unicorns, and all the rest. Okay, in my backyard, you look at the ground, you'll see a lot of poop. Yeah, the struggle is real in the 8 garages. Okay, I have not even been in my pool or in filling up my pool, but that's not why I'm here. I'm just walking around my 8 garages to both get a few minutes of exercise. Here's my area. Of course, my coffee went ice cold, so I'm gonna have to fill up a new cup of coffee, make it hot. So, why am I here? Okay, to say hello and also to let you know what's coming up. Doesn't have to be a long video, but later on, I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the air. Now it's freezing. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the air or not, because when I do it's the dowsing rods. I'm gonna do the dowsing rods because I have a boots on the ground person. I got a boots on the ground person. I got a boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground person. I got a boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground person. Okay, I know I'm weird. Here's a swing. You know what that is? You know what that is? Ghost on a string. I messed that up. Ghost on a swing. Anyhow, okay. So, I got a boots on the ground person, right? Why does that mean so much to me? That means a lot to me. Eventually, I'm going to stop walking because I'm talking and thinking and I'm getting jumbled. So, I really want to get this message out. So, when I get to the chair, I'm going to sit down and tell you why boots on the ground person, brick backdrop, okay, or the white backdrop. It's off-white. Okay, anyhow, doesn't matter. I'm a nerd. I'm a narcissistic nerd. Okay, and. All right, now I'm sitting down, actually being a good girl. Okay. Sorry, just spit a little bit. That's how excited I am. All right. Why does a boots on the ground person matter to me? Well, this boots on the ground, I'm not going to say her name. The reason why I'm bringing her up is because this is the update. The update is my boots on the ground person went to Bakersfield yesterday when I was at work. I was trying to email her. I was trying to give her my number, tell her to call me back, text me pictures so I could feel if I got hot on them or not. She was going to look for the ladybug tank. She believes in my work, okay? So, I always say I'm not God, for entertainment reasons only. Wink, wink. Allegedly, nobody's guilty until proven guilty in a court of law in the United States of America. Okay, that being said, it smells so good. Okay. I'm sorry, I have ADD, adult attention deficit disorder, that was never managed when I was a child. Anyhow, she went to Bakersfield. She drove around for 6 hours. She drove to the area that she thought would take her to a tank that looked like the ladybug shape that I talked about. She wanted to go to an area that looked like desert. It was like 13 minutes away from the Altaloma Lotus Place apartment complex. Okay, which I feel good about because I feel that he didn't go that far. And Bakersfield, yes. California City, I don't, unless he or they or the person in question took the babies, dug them back up, and it's horrible to say, But we have to think about it. We have to put on our inspector brains and think like that and take the emotion out of it if we can. Anyhow, unless he took them back out of Bakersfield. I originally think they were buried in the park because I got Hart Park, or I got a park. I kept seeing the park, but maybe that was the last thing that the kids saw. But I don't see him being that stupid, or them being that stupid, or the person in question that did anything to these babies being that stupid where they're going to go where there could be cameras, where there very well could be cameras. I don't think they would do that. Okay? But I don't know because I'm not God. But this is what I want to say. My friend, my boots on the ground person, I got a boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground person. I'm really only drinking coffee. It's not laced with anything. It's just cold coffee with Splenda. Not Splenda, Truvia. Okay, so it just makes me happy because I talked to them this morning. I woke up at a early hour of 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock. I don't know what it was. Who knows? Who cares? If I don't go to work, I sleep in. Okay, because that's the only time I really sleep. I don't sleep at night. Okay, so anyhow, this person, my boots on the ground person, my boots on the ground. Okay, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there. Okay, so, sorry, straight face, straight face, okay. I just heard a whole bunch of 90s songs, 80s songs, anyhow, maybe because I'm wearing my MTV shirt. So, my boots on the ground person, okay? My BOTG, that's too hard to remember. I'm going to call her Ladybug, okay? Since she believed me about the Ladybug tank, and then she found the Ladybug tank. I'm going to call her that, okay? My Ladybug drove around for 6 friggin' hours. You know how long that is? That's a long time. That's a day's work, okay? Took off from her job, and I'm not going to tell you what job it is. I'm not going to say her name. She's my Ladybug, okay? She took off from her job because she believed in what I said, and she believes in the boys. She believes in finding those babies, okay? So she drove around 6 hours. Then she went to a desert-like area, which, you know who said that, okay? And she looked for an area that had the grass that was yellow. If it was anything, any kind of grass, it was yellow, and then there was mostly rocks and stones and dust, sand, and tumbleweed. Okay? She found it. But when she got out, she said there was a whole bunch of homeless, there's trash everywhere. There was a whole bunch of homeless people that came over to her, and she got scared. And they said to her, "Hey, what are you doing here? Are you a cop? Are you police?" And she goes, "No, as you could tell, I'm not dressed as a police officer. I'm not a police officer. I'm just looking for the kids. I'm looking for the boys. That's all. I'm worried about the boys." And they backed up a little bit, but she said they made her so uncomfortable that she got scared because she's by herself. Number one, she's one by herself, which is not good to be by yourself. Okay? She said she felt very hot. She saw the tank that looked like a ladybug. She saw other tanks that were painted poorly, she said. Okay, and I know what she's talking about because I saw that video. I watch every single video that has to do with Bakersfield and Cal City, okay? It takes hours. Yeah, it does. But it's okay because your girl's awake, all right? I'm awoke. No, not that kind of woke. I don't like that phrase, that phraseology. Be woke. I don't like that. No, that's not me. Okay. I want love, zen, peace. And I want children and women and everybody to be treated beautifully and with love and fairly and with peace and to be nurtured, okay? And do not freaking touch a kid. Do not adopt kids and then treat them like garbage and not feed them so that they look like they're anorexic and their bones are sticking out everywhere and they should have baby fat, and instead they're bones. Anyhow, sorry about that, but this case is, it's sorry about spitting too, twice. All right, maybe you didn't see it, maybe you did. Okay, so anyhow, it's emotional. It brings the emotions out in everybody. If you have a heart, do you have a heart, Trazel? Do you have a heart, Jacqueline? You don't seem like you have a heart. You're not going out on any walks to find your kids. The whole world is looking for your kids. You're not. Grandparents, what are you doing? On both sides. Jacqueline's mother, Jacqueline's sister, Trazel's mother, Trazel's father, Trazel's brother. Okay? So, my friend, let's get back to my ladybug. Boots on the ground. Don't stop me in. I'm immature. Don't stop me in. Okay, so she left there, but it was along the Kern River, and I'm going to give you some locations, but let me preface it by, of course we need the police. She called the police. They said, I'm sorry, unless we get thousands of calls, which is incorrect. Guess what? Guess who knows how many calls they get? This person over here, okay? Because I watch. I'm always watching, okay? If I'm seeming sarcastic, because I'm trying to be, okay? Because I'm mad, so it's coming out as sarcasm, all right? Do you enjoy my side pony? All right? I did it for you. Okay, I'm a jerk. All right, so I'm an admitted jerk, okay? But I have a heart. And I'm smart sometimes, okay? They got up to 1,000 leads or 1,000 calls about something, about the kids. But that didn't say that they looked into 1,000 things. I know they can't look into 1,000 things. I know that. Trust and believe. I know that. Okay? But it went from getting all like hundreds of calls a day to 30 or 40. Okay? Then to 5 a day. Okay? I saw that. I watched a video about how many calls they get. So they shouldn't have told my friend, Ladybug, who called them yesterday and said, I really feel this is an area that should be looked at for the boys. There was all fresh dirt dug up in different spots. There was tanks. There was the tank I described there. And there's a bunch of, she saw them as they were homeless, but a lot of them seem, and based on her field and expertise, she said a lot of them seem like meth users. Okay. How do you know that? You can't just come out and say that. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying, she said the people that approached her, it was in an aggressive, angry way, like, go away. What are you doing here? Go away. Like, you have no right to be here. It's public property. You are homeless. You're on public property. With all garbage around and blankets and stuff. She said loads of blankets on bushes and things like that. And remember my original video a while ago when I was doing channeling for the boys where they're at, and I saw a field that had a lot of garbage on it. And they did show that in another video, but I'm still seeing the garbage, and it's like Ladybug said, nobody would go there. Police wouldn't even go there because of all the garbage and trash. But it has to be looked at, okay? Because if there's one little chance that these kids could be there, why wouldn't we want to search it? All right? So she said she got so afraid, and the people that were there were shaky, like people on meth, All right, I've seen people on meth, but I'm not any kind of a, medical expert. But she has a background, so she knows. Okay. Anyhow, there was needles all over the place, and they were diabetic needles, but they weren't being used for diabetes. Okay. I should know. My husband's diabetic. He takes a needle to his stomach every Sunday. Okay. Know what the needles look like. Anyhow, so the point being, she's going back. She's going back Saturday. This Saturday. God, I wish I knew what that date was, but my calendar's inside, and I don't want to go inside because I want to keep focused. Right? It's hard enough to focus for me. Let's see what the horse says. What do you say, horse? Sorry, that was a commercial break. I just love that sound. Okay, that horse's head was here when we moved here. Isn't it cool? It's a bell. Means it's dinner time. My dogs always hated when I rang it. Anyhow, I digress, as usual. So, she's going back on Saturday. I implore you, please, whether you live in Bakersfield, whether you live in Cal City, whether you live in the state of California, and you care about these boys, this is one thing that you could do. If you contact my email, which I'll put it in the comments, it's Katrina7, Katrina8. I wish I knew my Gmail by heart, but I'll put it in the video, in the comments in the video. But anyhow, yeah, contact my email or put it in the comments, and then I'll get back to you right away. If you would like to go search with her and 2 other people, she's got a team of 3, herself and 2 other people, and she's gonna be staying, overnight. She's going to be going to Wanda's house. She's going to be, she's not going to be aggressive. She's going to go back to the place that she searched yesterday. And what I forgot about is she was chased and followed by a red truck. Now, if you watch as much TV as me, not TV, YouTube, YT as me, you would know that people are being followed by a red truck. Okay? I don't know why it's hard for me to talk. Okay? Now I'm out by the cars. Yeah, we have 3 cars. Okay. So, here's an angel. I bought that green angel when my son and daughter were coming to visit one year. I was so happy. So I bought an angel. Okay, so anyhow. She was followed by this red truck. Okay? She got scared. She pulled up and talked to, the homeless people that were not inviting. She wanted to talk to them, and they wouldn't talk to her. She said one person seemed like they would talk a little bit, but then there was other people there. So are they being paid off by Trezell? Are they being paid in drug money? Okay, that's just allegedly. That's just, brainstorming. Okay, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Okay. Anyhow, I know I'm a jerk. But she got scared. So many people have been chased by the same red truck. She thinks it was like a 1980s red truck, because I have 2 red trucks as artwork that nobody bought yet. Okay. But I sent her those pictures, and she said she didn't think it looked like that. I have old-fashioned 1950s, and I have, I think, a 1970s red truck. Anyhow, so we can't let them bully us. We can't let them tell us what to do. If we want to find the kids and we want to put all the energy out there, and even though the police aren't helping us, they should have dogs out in all these areas. They should have checked Wanda West, Trazel's mother's house by now. They should have checked Jacqueline's mother's house, Jacqueline's sister's house, and the house, the apartment. I'm sorry, Jacqueline's mother's apartment, Jacqueline's sister's apartment in the Casaloma apartments, with forensics, with dogs, and also the apartment that they lived in, Jacqueline West, Trazel West. Okay? And I just found out, which I didn't know this, that Trazel's brother, I think his name is Jamal. I thought he lived in Washington. He has a house in Bakersfield too. It's pretty nice. It's up on the internet. That's the name of the video. The YouTuber named Investigators. Investigators? Something like that. If I had the link, I'd put the link in, but I'll find out and I'll put it in another time. Anyhow, Jamal lives there. He has a nice house. Why aren't these houses checked into? I know you have to have some sort of proof. Okay? But getting back to Saturday, I implore you, I beg you, please, anybody who wants to be involved, you have a couple of days to get over there, or even make, if you want to make, hotel reservations and then be a part of the Ladybug crew, so that you're not alone. Or even if you could just spend the day with them or the night with them. I have a good friend that she's doing a book. She's getting her book made into her children's book made into a animated movie. So she has like a book signing, and she's going to be busy all day, but maybe she'll go there after she's done, after 3 o'clock. Anyway, I can hook you up with my boots on the ground Ladybug, boots on the ground phone number, because she told me I can. But I have to talk to you in my Gmail to do that. Okay? So please, if you want to help out and you don't live far away and you can help out, please be a part of the Ladybug team. They are going to Bakersfield. I don't know if they're going to go to Cal City. Maybe they will. I'm not sure. I don't know everything. Okay? So that's one thing I wanted to tell you. And that was a big thing 22 minutes in. So, where I feel hot about and where she went is Highway 178 off of 58. 178 off of 58. Now, I will do this probably after I meditate. It's going to be, I have to make dinner. I have to pretend I'm a wife and a stepmother, whatever. So it's going to be later on tonight. I am going to attempt to do the dowsing rods on certain locations that she gave me. But I might not want to do it on the air because it's a lot of pressure. And so I have to meditate and I have to get my guides going. But I will write down everything and then come back and do a video with the cards that you could see in my spot in my dining room with the backdrop. I know you get sick of me in my car. I don't know if you get sick of me out here. But I'm just trying to keep everybody updated and so that it doesn't go cold, because it's getting cold. It's going cold. And just like Suzanne Morphew, we don't want that to happen. Oh my God. Imagine months and months of never sleeping again. And I take Ambien, okay? When I have muscle pains, I from the doctor, I have a muscle spasm pill that's 750 milligrams. Doesn't work. It just makes me like, oh, okay. I feel a little bit better. Maybe little less pain in the axe in the head. Okay, but I'm so awake. Okay, so, where's the other thing I wanted to tell you guys? Where is it? One second. Guys, what happened to the papers I just had in my hand? Did they go flying? Hold up, hold up. I don't know what happened to it. That's crazy. Oh, there they are. Oops. Okay. So she was giving me a description of what she saw. Okay, so dumping ground highway was definitely 178/58. Okay, Kern County. The water that she saw, she said it wasn't like fresh water, so maybe it's a man-made water area, but I didn't feel hot about them being placed in the water. I know a lot of psychics disagree and empaths disagree, but you know what? That should be checked out. But I did see sewage water nearby. She asked me if I thought they were in the tanks. I don't think so. I don't think so, because I'm not seeing dark out. I'm seeing dirt, a shallow grave. I'm still seeing the shallow grave thing. And yes, them, even if they were, I'm sorry to say this, if they were dismembered and burnt, there still would be something left of them. Okay? And I think that one is here and one is here. Remember what I mentioned, the Michelangelo Light of God or something that it's called? Sistine Chapel. Okay, where the guy is pointing. Okay, so tall trees, and I do see the Joshua tree. She wasn't sure if she saw the Joshua trees. It wouldn't be a lot of trees. I don't see a lot of trees because I see more of that dirt and the hay and that tumbleweed. Okay, and she says homeless camps she felt very hot on. She said the red and white water tank in the shape of the ladybug, like I described. She believes it's near Truxton, Truckston. Yeah, okay, all right. Mountains in the background, which I have said. Emery Ditch. I'm not sure if this is a street name, but I think it is Emery, Emery Ditch, and then Mohawk Street. All right. When you Google some of these things, you don't see them. It says not available on Google. So that's why this is so mysterious. That's why it would be good if some people can get together, put your name in the comments, or hit me up on my Gmail, and I will give you her number, Ladybug's number, and you could text her, okay? And get together on Saturday, okay? She's definitely sleeping over, so she'll be there Saturday to Sunday, all right? And in some hotel, I'm not sure what hotel, so, okay. It's a dumping ground, Highway 178/58. And she said there was a fork in the road, like they went like this, like went straight, and then all of a sudden, they veered into two different roads, and that's probably why it's hard. Tall tree homeless camp, needles all around. Yeah. Okay. All right. And the red pickup truck after her. And then I just drew the mountains and a Joshua tree. Very bad picture of the Joshua tree. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to tell you guys. And I gotta go in, it's freezing, I gotta make dinner. Okay. Oh, and also, here's another update. I will be doing a art gallery show. I am so sorry that I'm late on the art gallery. I have loads of stuff that is still from, available from the past, but I have a whole line of new stuff. It's just that I'm almost finished with one of them, the wolf thing. I'm not finished with shellacking it. And then I had a little paint mishap and I have to fix it. So, but the rest of the stuff is ready to go. So I will be doing an art gallery thing. I don't know if it's tonight, because tonight I really want to get in the mood for the dowsing rods so that I can get a video up about these locations and what the boys say, and what my spirit guides say, in any way, shape, or form. So that's first. Then the art gallery. Let's save the art gallery for Friday night. Okay, that would be tomorrow night. Yeah, Friday night to Saturday. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so what we need, what do I need to tell you? Okay, there is a YouTuber. Her name is SP Nuggets. Now, I'm sure some of you know her, or some of you just really watch me and some other people and don't have the time to watch everybody. So I'm giving her a shout out because I do watch her, and she had something. Okay, hold on a second. I really try hard. I do try hard, but somehow I have it in one book and then it went missing. Okay, here it is. So she has a YouTube channel. It's called SP Nuggets. Let me give her a shout out by doing an official shout out, which is in my book, SP Nuggets. I always give people, if I don't know their whole, like, how to write out the link, I don't know how to do that. But I do know how to write things in lipstick. And my intentions are clear. SP Nuggets. And I didn't forget about you, Aquarius. I just been caught up with the boys. Okay, SP Nuggets. She's right on YouTube. SP Nuggets. She's on every night. About every night, or 3 days a week. With very long lives. She does very long lives. Okay. Now, I lost the other page. Okay, so basically what she said was, if you can't, you want to help, right? You want to definitely help. And you can't afford to drive, you're in Canada, or you're in the UK, or you're in some part, like I'm in Texas. So I can't afford to just drive out there. So if you can't do that, but you still want to do something, we have to find out, we have to call the city manager. The city manager, or the CPS. CPS had to know that Jacqueline and Trezell did not make money because they both didn't have a job. Maybe Trezell had a job, a part-time job as a security guard, that he lost that job. And they lived in an apartment. No shade about living in an apartment. I lived in plenty. I lived in about 10 apartments. Okay? But you have to have a certain amount of money if you adopt